to another video. So today's video, you'll have probably seen from the title, is going to be another weekend vlog. And the reason I've chosen to film this weekend is it is James's birthday. So we have a few fun things going on, so I thought it would be a nice one to film and film a few bits and pieces of what we get up to this weekend. So we are currently on Friday, and I say just finished work. It's 5:20, so finished about 20 minutes ago. And I picked up the camera just to intro the new video and take you along with me on the first kind of task, the first thing that we're getting done, which is making James's birthday cake. So the cake we are making is this one here. Hopefully you can see that. And this is from Jane's Patisserie in her book. So pretty much anything I bake, I will use this book, her website. She's my absolute go-to for all things baking, cakes, cookies, whatever it is. She's absolutely amazing. So I've made, I think, 3 cakes now from this book, but I've not made this one yet, which is why we are going for this one this time. Give it a try. James knows what we're making, so it's not a surprise, but I want to get on and bake it. We've got people coming around tomorrow. We are going down to a beer festival, so I will try and get some clips of that tomorrow for you. But some people are coming around beforehand for some cake, so fingers crossed this goes well and it's not an absolute failure. Especially the last couple of years, not one to brag, but it has been really amazing. So I feel like people probably have expectations now of me making a good cake, so no pressure. But we are going to crack on with this. So I'm just going to grab all of the ingredients out. I'll probably just pop you on a little time lapse or something while I'm actually baking, because you don't need to watch the entire process in actual time. And I'm going to pop on an audiobook, I think. I'm currently listening to, a little bit embarrassed to say, which it shouldn't be, but I'm listening to Lights Out at the moment, and if you know, you know. It's not one, like, well, I would not read it in publicly like the book. Could not do that, I'm afraid. But it is really funny. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, I'm going to pop that on while I do some baking. So yeah, we are going to get all of the ingredients out now. So I already mentioned the cake is a 3-tier, which is a little bit excessive for us because albeit we have some people coming around tomorrow, not many. And it says it serves 15, and yeah, it's just a bit excessive. So I'm working all of the quantities to make it just a 2-tier cake, which hopefully then will be absolutely plenty for what we need it for. So let me go and grab everything. So we have got some light soft brown sugar. As you can see, I did my typical thing of not checking what we had in the cupboard and just buying new. To be fair, these 2 wouldn't have been enough, but we have 2 open packs and a brand new pack. Won't need it all, but there we go. Self-raising flour, again, I've done the exact same thing. I bought this yesterday, but we have absolutely plenty already in the cupboard. But to be fair, with it turning into autumn, a bit of a weird way to phrase that. With us getting into the autumnal seasons, I am sure baking will become a much more regular occurrence again. One of my favourite things to do throughout the kind of cosy, colder season. So yeah, the fact we have extras of everything really doesn't matter all that much. And then again, I had the exact same thing with cocoa powder. We already have this in the cupboard, but I did buy a brand new one yesterday. But this feels quite empty, so we'll see if we need the other one. And then last thing we need is the eggs. So I think that is now everything. Butter, sugar, eggs, flour, cocoa powder, baking powder. Yeah, and then we've got baking powder as our final ingredient. Just going to take you along for the weekend and everything that we get up to. Like I say, we've got this beer festival tomorrow, and we're also going to do a park run in the morning, because that is what James wanted to do on his birthday morning. And I'm very excited to bake this cake. I haven't done any baking in ages, and I absolutely love it. I find it just so therapeutic. The issue last year with James's cake was the weather was so hot. When I was decorating it, all the icing was just like sliding off, and it was an absolute, still tasted amazing, but it was a bit of a fail. So weather isn't quite as hot today or this weekend, so I'm hoping it'll be a bit better. But yeah, so tonight we're going to bake the cake, and then my general process I find works better is I then cling film both layers of the cake, pop them in the fridge overnight, and then I will do the icing and decorate tomorrow once it's had time to fully cool. It's just how I personally find it works best. So yeah, that's what we will be doing. So I will now pop you on a time lapse, and I will check back in with you at some point, whether that's later tonight or tomorrow, whenever that might be. But yeah, I'm gonna crack on with this baking now. So the cakes have just come out of the oven and are looking pretty good. They've caught a little bit, but I think it'll be absolutely fine, especially once we get all the icing on. Yes, that was about 25 minutes in the oven, but halfway through I just swapped them around because like the one was slightly at the back and the front. And yeah, then they just need to cool for a bit in the tins, and I'll be taking them out, and then they will just be on this wire rack to cool completely. And then yeah, like I said earlier, I'm going to wrap them up in some cling film, pop them in the fridge overnight. And yeah, I will look at decorating in the morning, so I'll definitely pick you back up then for while I'm decorating. So yeah, I will check back in with you either later or tomorrow. So it's now Saturday morning. Excuse me that I look a little bit rough and tired. It is because I am. Didn't get the best sleep last night, and yeah, James also accidentally fell asleep on the sofa. He stayed up to watch something after we finished our film, fell asleep there. I headed to bed, woke up in the middle of the night realising he wasn't there, and then yeah, just from there, did not have a good sleep. We did not get back to sleep very well, and then typically, I feel like as always happens if you wake up in the night, fell back asleep about a half hour before my alarm was due to go off, and then was in the deepest sleep when it went off, and I just feel very groggy now. So please excuse the appearance. Yeah, I've just had a cup of tea and some breakfast, which you'll have seen. I haven't actually had that apple yet. I actually feel a bit too full for it right now. So put it back into the fridge. Might have it before we leave, if not, let's have it later. But yeah, about to go up and get ready now, go get into my running stuff, and then we will be getting in the car to drive over to a park run. I just had a sneeze that didn't come, and it's the worst thing. So definitely on that note, as part of getting ready, I need to have my hay fever stuff. But yeah, we're going to go over to the park run at York Racecourse. So it's a little bit of a drive, not like exactly local. But, well, I've walked it once before, not the park run, but like the racecourse separately. And we know it's a really flat route. So we both really want to go give that one a try, just because we know it'll be completely flat, especially James. He's still obviously recovering from his broken foot. He's pretty much better now, but like still just needs to be careful with running. We just thought a flat course would be better, so we're just driving out a little bit further for that. So yeah, I'll be leaving in, I don't know what time is. About 20 minutes. We need to leave, so I need to go and get myself ready. I don't know, looking forward to it though, even though right now I couldn't think of anything worse. I just want to get back into bed and snuggle up, get cozy. I know I will feel better for it. And yeah, I know I'll feel better for it. And given that we know we're out tonight and we want to just enjoy our evening, we had takeaway last night. Really good actually. We got some Greek food from somewhere that we've been before in Headingley. Been to the restaurant, well, I've been twice I think now, maybe even 3 times. And yeah, the food has been amazing every time. We've not got it on takeaway before. But it's really good. We just got a few starters to share, kind of picky bits. And then we got some dessert afterwards from a different place in Horsforth, called Dessert King, I think it's called. It's a bit of a like crappy takeaway. I wouldn't really get the food, like I think they do pizza and stuff, but they do a cookie dough and some milkshakes that are really good. So we just got that last night. And then yeah, obviously out tonight there'll be probably quite a lot of alcohol involved. And they have food trucks and stuff, so there'll be pizzas, bao buns, all sorts of greasy, yummy food. So yeah, I know that this run will make me feel better about the weekend ahead. So looking forward to getting out and getting it done. So yeah, like I say, about to go head up and get ready. And I'll probably check in with you when I'm back. I think we've got, well, not I think, we've definitely got a load of washing up to do from the day yesterday and baking and everything, so it's all built up a little bit. So I think when we're back, we're going to just tackle that, get that out of the way. And then the next on my agenda will be decorating the cake. So I will definitely pick you back up then and show you that. Fingers crossed it goes well. I feel like my decorating skills are where it can fall down a little bit. I'm not exactly the best. I'm not well practiced at it. But hopefully it will turn out okay. But yeah, I am now going to try and wake myself up some more. Sorry, I feel like this has been a very sleepy clip, so please excuse. And yes, I will see you guys later. So I am just checking back in, feeling a little bit more awake now. I've done my skincare, had my hay fever stuff, and yeah, a little bit more awake. But I'm just checking back in very briefly because we've had a bit of a change of plan. So you're not going to see me going to the park run anymore, unfortunately. I'm still going to get out for a run, just here, probably go down to the canal. But James has woken up and not feeling very well. He's just been sick. So yeah, sadly won't be doing the park run anymore, which is a shame because we're both really looking forward to that. And we're just, yeah, fingers crossed that James will be feeling better and we don't have to call off the plans later, because that will be such a shame. We will see how the day now pans out, but he's just gone back to bed. Gonna try and sleep for a bit. It's 8:05 now, and I'm just gonna wait for a little bit before I head out for a run, because obviously I'd eaten my breakfast on the basis I'd be running at 9 o'clock, so I just want to, even though I now have some extra time, I just want to let that still settle and go down properly. I did have a few chores and stuff to do, but I'm somewhat being lazy now that I've saved 45 minutes, well, more than an hour and a half of travelling that we've been driving for. So I'm hoping, claiming that time back, and I'm just going to allow myself to just sit for half an hour and just watch a bit of TV. So yeah, that is now a new plan, and I'll see if I can get some clips on my run for you so you still get a bit of content of that. And we'll probably try and fit a park run in another weekend at some point down the line, because we were really looking forward to that one. So yeah, just thought I would update you, and I will, yeah, see you again later. Hey guys, so I just finished up my run. Sorry for the dreadful angle, but I'm out in public, so taking my chance while I can, and I'm under a bit of cover and a little bit isolated with no one watching me too much, but still a bit self-conscious about this, so please ignore the absolutely awful angle. So it's crossing the road. But yeah, just finished up my run. Quite tough, but feeling really good for it. I was hoping at one point for a bit of a PB in my 5k. Didn't happen. I was about a minute off my PB, so a bit more work to do. But genuinely haven't even ever completed that many 5Ks before, like completely without stopping to walk. So quite proud that I did it. That was my main goal, was just to keep going and not stop. So we did that at least, so quite happy about that. I'm trying to be a minute off the PB. Not in too much of a bad mood about it. But yeah, finished up my 5k, just heading home now. And yeah, probably do some stretching when I get back in, probably won't film that. And then I need to remember to get the butter out when I get back for the icing for the cake, so it can be at room temperature again. And yeah, then probably we'll get on with actually washing up first. I need to wash up and clear some space. And then yeah, and then we'll get on with decorating the cake. So I am about to start decorating the cake. So I've just been digging around in a cupboard for our cake box. I don't know what you call it. And yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I got the butter out. It's still quite hard actually. It's been out about an hour, so I'd have thought this would have softened by now. So we'll have to see how we go with that. And yeah, getting everything out, I'll pop you on a time lapse again while we get decorating. And depending on how this goes, please don't judge the result because I'm not professional. And like I mentioned earlier, the decorating can sometimes be the downfall of my cakes. But fingers crossed, it'll go well. And yeah, that's probably all there is about to say right now. I'll pop you onto a time lapse. And yeah, you can watch along and we'll see if this is a disaster or a success. So yeah, stay tuned and you can find out how this goes. So I am all ready to go out. I thought I would just disclaim this clip of if you see any mess around behind me, please just ignore it. We haven't got everything done today that we had hoped to. But yeah, I thought I would just quickly check in again before we head out. My hair's drying really nicely. I actually diffused it today for the first time in ages. I normally just leave it to air dry normally. But yeah, just made James, I don't know if you're aware of my pointing, there. Just made James a little rum that he's asked for before we head out. And then I think we're both about to get a slice of cake each. And yeah, and then we're going to be heading hopefully for the bus as long as we're ready in time. If not, the last resort will have to be an Uber. But hopefully try and save a bit of money by getting the bus. And yeah, I will try and get some clips for you while we're there. So I'll go with a few other people, so I don't want to shove cameras in their faces. No one actually also knows that I'm doing this YouTube channel yet. So I also don't want to make too much of a point of it, but I will definitely try and get some photos, clips, whatever, because it's really, honestly, it's really, really beautiful. The last couple of years we've gone. So it's just such a stunning venue to have something on it. So yeah, praying that it doesn't rain. The sun, if you can't tell, has just made an appearance, which is lovely. I'll show you my outfit in a sec, but it's literally been cloudy all day, so the sun is a bit unexpected. So I've last minute thrown my sunglasses in. House keys? Yeah. No. Thank you. So James asked me about my keys, which I've completely blanked on, so well done him for remembering. Because I'm going to probably come home, well not probably, I'm definitely coming home before James, because we've got the evening kind of session booked for the Abbey for the beer festival, which is 6 till 11. And James and his friends want to go into town afterwards to go and probably go do some clubbing, and just not really about that life anymore. On the odd occasion with the right people I might, but me and one of my friends who came to the beer festival with me last year, we went in with James and his friends, and we got there and we were just like, yeah, let's go home. So we went all the way into town and then got all the way back home in the space of like half hour, because we just were like, yeah, not for us anymore. So yeah, need my own keys so I can get in the house. So yeah, he's just reminded me of that. But yeah, I was just saying, hoping I'm not going to be too warm now, because I picked my outfit before this lovely sun, so I'm trying to soak it up, because it's not that it's like around much the last couple of weeks, and probably going to be the last of it that we see for a little while. Yeah, I'm hoping I won't be too hot now. Anyway, I'll give you a very, very quick little outfit. Again, a very bad angle. I don't really have a very good setup for doing like a full outfit check for you, and James is still up in the bedroom, so I don't want to go and do it in the mirror. Yeah, I've just got this long sleeve kind of green top on, which is Hollister, and then a pair of kind of black mum jeans, which I think maybe just ASOS, but genuinely not too sure. And then I'm just going to cuff them at the bottom, and you can see I've just got my high top Converse on. What a great outfit. Say great outfit, that's not what I meant to say. What a great outfit of the day. Like, not exactly the most professional, that's where I was going. And then I've just got a bag that I'll take, which is Ralph Lauren, I think. But honestly, it was really cheap. I got it as a Christmas present from my sister, I think. And then still on the Hollister vibe, I've then just got this shirt, so I thought the colours match quite well. Just probably just carry or tie around my waist, and then it's just fit if it gets a bit chilly later on. Because it is actually really nice and thick, kind of more of a jacket than a shirt, kind of borders on that. Oh yeah, and then I thought I'd do jewellery as well. Not that I can remember where all of this is from. But yeah, so this one here, I honestly can't remember the brand. I think Honey something, I would have to try and find it. This is one, I don't know if you can see if it's too far away, but it's got some birthstones in, so that was what I actually got. My mum gave me and my sister both some money after selling my grandma's engagement ring. So my grandma on my mum's side passed away when I was a baby still. Don't really remember her. Here James coming downstairs. But yeah, a couple of years ago, Granddad gave my mum some of her rings, which mum sold, so she gave me and my sister a bit of money to spend on something that reminds us of Grandma. And James has arrived. But yeah, so it's got mine, my mum's and my grandma's birthstones in. And then I'm pretty sure this necklace, along with this ring and this ring, are all Pandora. These two rings are from, I think, an independent brand. James's mum actually gave these to me, so I think from a little shop in Cornwall. And then again, earrings. These ones are Pandora, I think. And the green one of my friends got me back in uni, which has my birthstone in. Because again, I have no idea where that's from, I'm afraid. But yeah, this is the outfit, and I think we are about to just have a little bit of cake before we have to run out the door and hopefully catch this bus. And I will check in with you later, hopefully get some clips at the beer festival for you. So you'll have just seen a few clips I got from the beer festival at the Abbey. We had such a good night, and I'm just very quickly going to do a little summary of Sunday for you. So we
weren't feeling too bad, to be honest, but just a little bit tired. So we headed out for a breakfast at a little local cafe. Had an all-day breakfast, which was just so very needed. And pretty much after that, we just had a really, really chilled sofa day. As you can see, it was an absolutely torrential rain, autumnal day. And we popped Harry Potter on and had naps on the sofa, and it was just absolutely perfect. So all in all, an amazing weekend. Thank you so much for watching along. Please give it a like. Please give the channel a subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you are all doing well, and I will see you next time.